Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, 10 minutes away from Ticket Blitz Thursday. We launched it at 8. It goes every hour today, and it's for the Strokes at the United Center. This is massive. The show is just a couple seats left, so essentially a sellout at the United Center. You can be there at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock with us, then Lauren at 10, all the way through her show. Brian Phillips all day long. Ticket Blitz Thursday is happening. Now, tomorrow is Kenzie's birthday. A very joyous occasion here on the show.
Thank you, Brian.
And also,
historically,
can I say anything
joke,
without sounding?
by the way.
I can't say anything without sounding sarcastic. My wife
did
told
not
me
sound
that.
sincere. I just got to let you
yes,
know.
thank you.
Let me try it again and see if I can sound sincere.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow is my love's Kenzie's
My
birthday.
loves. So people don't know this. Brian and Kenzie have been sleeping together for years now.
That's how we got the show closer. I sleep with Brian and I sleep with
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with everybody. It helps keep us connected.
You've been trying to work your way up the company. You thought, let me sleep with my co-host.
Yeah, no, and this is why we're so close.
It's that sexual tension.
Oh, I couldn't even. Sorry, I can't be sincere. Sorry.
No, it's why bother.
It's her birthday, and Case does movie reviews at 8 o'clock. So around this time tomorrow, every Friday. And
Unrelated to Kenzie's birthday, I review movies.
or sleeping with Kenzie.
Unrelated to sleeping with Kenzie.
Which somebody thought that happened at downstate in Florida with our trip.
My husband.
Her husband.
Because Kenzie spent more time with Case than him down there.
Also, I just want to say to everybody texting over the text line, I didn't know tomorrow was the 4th of July. I love you people. I love your brains. Thank you for listening. That's awesome.
And we love our listeners. And they've gone this journey with Case of becoming a movie guy. He was not when I met him, and I started making all these references on the air, and I had to explain the reference, which sucked.
Mm-hmm.
So he finally started watching movies. He'd only seen Boys in the Hood and Norbit when I met him 7 years ago.
And The Big Short on cable, but
Yeah.
with commercials.
Yeah, so that's why we can't do that movie, which is phenomenal.
It's one of my favorites now.
So he started watching movies week to week. And I forgot now, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary.
No.
We already passed that.
Past the 2 years. I love when you
And
have...
that was another question, by the way. We already passed that.
And I'm sleeping with Case, too.
I love when you have half of a fact.
Yeah, half of it.
We have passed the 2-year anniversary. That was in March. We are coming up on the 100th movie review, which will be on May 8th. So real soon.
Excellent.
And we don't know what we're going to do for that just yet. We have
We've
a
had
few
some
ideas.
conversations.
Yes, but May 8th will be the 100th review. I'm looking forward to celebrating that, as I'm looking forward to celebrating Kenzie's birthday tomorrow.
So he gave her the choice to pick the movie.
I asked. He was ignoring me.
But just so we understand how we do it, how he picks a movie each week, it's related to usually an anniversary, a birthday of an actor. An actor dies, sadly, tragically. You watch those movies.
It's good for the show sometimes when an actor dies. It gives us a lot of ammunition to do the reviews. But I have almost the next 6 months of movies plotted out, assuming there's no news stories that would make an old movie more relevant. I know the anniversaries. If there's a big actor's birthday on a Friday, I have that marked down. I try to work pretty far ahead in advance in this so that, one, I don't accidentally watch an old movie in my free time that then we can't do for the show. But two, we try to make it as relevant as we can so that I'm not just randomly doing Pretty in Pink one Friday.
And he hasn't done The Godfather yet because there was a chance to do it. A reason, when who died recently?
Diane Keaton.
Not Diane Keaton died, but also
Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall died.
See, I can read your mind.
Look
I know
at that.
exactly where you're going.
But we're still holding The Godfather as this kind of unicorn out there. There will have to be this one time when we'll do The Godfather.
And so, for whatever reason, it just so happened to where April 24th, tomorrow, Kenzie's birthday, allegedly, there's no hard anniversary. It's no super famous person's birthday. There was nothing in the news this week that made me think, oh, maybe we should do this. Or there was nothing that inspired Brian and Kenzie, oh, maybe we should do this. There's not really like a Lego pasta heist movie like we talked about at Head to Headlines yesterday. So we had an open Friday. It is Kenzie's birthday. And I said, Kenzie, why don't you send me a list of some movies that I haven't done that you like? And we'll do one of these movies for the show. And as I've now been on this earth for 27 years, that might be my greatest regret is opening up that conversation.
Kenzie,
Okay,
Kenzie,
first of all, like 2 weeks ago. Hold on.
I just want Kenzie to know the reaction when he walked in. I go, "You're regretting this decision, aren't you?" And he goes, "Yep."
Completely.
Why? How dare you? First of all,
How dare you?
So what happened was like 2 weeks ago, I go, Case, can I pick your movie on my birthday? And he's having like Tiffany on here. He's like, I'm like, what? That'll be fun. Why can't we do that? And he goes, let me see if anything happens. I go, I don't know what that means. Let me see if anything.
I was plotting to kill an A-list actor so I
Yeah.
didn't have to do one of Kenzie's choices.
So that was really nice. So I had to wait till today, right now, to find out that he was actually going to do this. Now, he's already watched, he's been doing this for a while, over 2 years, less than 100 movies, to be specific. So, more specific than Brian. So, The Mummy is one of my favorites. He has done that. That would have been on the list I sent him, but he is, can I do a spoiler for one that you're going to do? Because I'm going to get harassed for it not being on my list.
Is it the one next week?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing Selena for Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, and that would be on my list if he wasn't about to do it because I brought that up.
And by the
he
way,
did Purple Rain. That's one of my favorites.
By the way, with Selena being that choice, the blood in, blood out people are actually picketing out in front
Yes.
of NBC Tower that it's not that movie for Cinco de Mayo.
Blood in, blood out, people. I hear you. I see you. I'm listening. I lost the battle this year. Next Cinco de Mayo, I've got you covered.
Last
This
year
is
was
my year, bitches.
last year was La Bamba. It's going to be Selena this year. But blood in, blood out, man. I'm afraid to go to my car lately.
I am too. Trust me.
It's not good.
I would love to side with the blood in, blood out people. I lost that battle.
Yeah.
Now he's also seen, and this is important, he's seen the Twilight series, so it's not on my list
I
because I,
had a
think that'd be.
girlfriend who really liked Twilight. We watched those movies together.
And he's seen a couple other movies that have popped up in our conversation that I do really enjoy, and he has seen them. So this list that I sent are movies that I know he hasn't seen at all, whether it's in his reviews or his personal time. Because I know that I'm going to get a few texts like, how'd you not include this? It's one of your favorites. So I did have to put a little bit of a disclaimer out there.
Okay, so do you want to reveal your list that you texted in the text thread?
Case, you want me to read the list or you want to read the list?
I kind of wanted Brian to read the list, actually.
Brian, you read the list.
Kenzie,
he
let me-
doesn't have it.
I
know he
have,
doesn't
I have the
it.
list. I have the list open. Trust
you
me.
don't.
Trust me. I screenshotted this list.
Kenzie, you don't know this. You've been in every group chat that you're not in making fun of this list.
Okay,
You're
let's.
mean.
Well, listen. There's some big movies here. Okay, so Kenzie, I'll say the movie on your list, and you tell me why it's important to you. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is a big one, and I think most of our listeners would say yes, do this one because it's one of the biggest movies of all time.
Yeah.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Now, why is that important to you?
It's my favorite movie. Like, this is hard because I have my holy trinity of like movies is obviously like the Twilight, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. You have seen Harry Potter and you've seen
I have
Twilight.
not seen a Harry Potter
Oh, I
movie.
thought you saw Harry Potter.
I've
Oh,
never
we
seen
gotta
a
add
Harry
it.
Potter movie.
So Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. So those are like when it comes to like series that I want to watch. Okay, very special to me. We'll probably save Harry Potter for our next Universal. That'll be really.
Yep. Oh my God,
yeah.
Kenzie's mic just went out.
And that's my power as executive producer for the show, that I have muted Kenzie over some of these choices that she has made.
Kenzie, your mic just went out. Can you change something on your board in front of you? Your mic just went out.
Nothing.
That's weird. You know what? Well, okay. Lord of the Rings. Maybe this is Case trying to stop the review.
This is a bit of a stop the steal situation.
Yeah.
You can't hear my mic.
I can hear you now.
Okay. Your mic just came back on. Okay, good.
I know you guys can hear me, but can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you through my headphones on, but now I can hear you in the
I just
headphones.
started clapping and then it started working.
That's weird. You're back on the air. Okay.
Okay, lit.
Okay, so Lord of the Rings, by the way, a 3-hour movie. Case typically likes hour-and-a-half movies.
Yeah,
and,
so he'd watch the first one. He'd watch The Fellowship because he has to start there, obviously. Then hopefully he would end up watching all of them.
which is 10 hours. Well, actually, it's 12 if you include The Hobbit, that whole series.
And we're not doing The Hobbit. That's a separate thing. This is Lord of the Rings. It's my absolute favorite. Okay, Aragorn was my crush growing up. In 3rd grade, I had the picture of him holding the sword as a poster on my wall. Okay,
got it.
That's the man I wanted to be with, Mr. Viggo Mortensen. Most young girls liked Legolas because he was young, and I liked the I think in that movie, 100-Year-Old Man. So I was kind of into him.
Problematic age gap.
I'm like, I like this.
But
That
Viggo
translated later in my life, as you can see by my husband. I've always liked older men.
And Viggo Mortensen was a snack back in the day. Very handsome man.
In that, especially him as Aragorn, just absolutely everything. But it was my favorite. I read The Fellowship when I was in 2nd grade. It was one of my favorite novels. It got me addicted. I bought Arwen's necklace from the fan page. I used to wear it. So this movie meant so much to me growing up. I watched it so much as a child.
Okay, we do have the Strokes coming up here for Ticket Blitz Thursday. The next movie on our list was Moulin Rouge.
I love Moulin Rouge.
Okay, I didn't expect that reaction. It's going to be every movie. Maybe I went about this the wrong way. Because
Well, it's hard that you're making me do it.
I know. We don't have to go. Well, we just know that you love Moulin Rouge and you're a big fan of musicals. I actually.
Absolutely fantastic.
And I informed Case, by the way, he didn't know. I said, Moulin Rouge is a musical movie, right?
And I said, no, I did not know that.
Absolute peak Nicole Kidman performance. It's absolutely incredible. It's what made me fall in love with her as an actress, and some of the best pipes throughout this entire movie. There's a version of the song Roxanne in here that's unbelievable.
Okay, another movie on here, which was another. These are all, by the way, those were all huge movies. The Devil Wears Prada, the first one. There's two. Did it just come out or it's coming out?
Coming out.
Okay, Devil Wears Prada
Coming
2.
out.
Still Vinny Chase in Devil Wears Prada 1. He doesn't make the second movie.
I hope not. He was a horrible boyfriend. I hope he's gone.
Yeah, he is gone. He won't be in 2. But Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada I thought would be good. I absolutely love that movie. It's a classic. I loved the book, so I was excited when the first movie came out. And knowing that the second one was about to hit theaters, I thought that could be very beneficial for Case because he does like to do the remakes and the sequels and
Like
stuff.
we did
So-
Twister before Twisters came
Right.
out, something like that.
So I'm like, oh, this could be beneficial. And
Yeah.
it is absolutely one of my like guilty pleasure movies.
Okay, and then finally, last on the list that was texted, might be a head scratcher to some. It was a big movie. Did you say this is your favorite movie of all time?
I said it's one of my. It's on the list. It's one of my favorite movies.
But I thought you actually said this is my favorite. The
I
Mask.
loved it, and there's one particular scene. First off, Catherine Zeta-Jones became my absolute queen. I'm talking The Mask of Zorro.
The Mask
I
of
loved
Zorro
it.
is the movie. That's right. That's the fourth choice.
I loved it. I don't know why this was just like always on in my house. I don't know. Maybe my mom loved Antonio Banderas. I think that's
Antonio
probably part of it.
Banderas.
But Catherine Zeta-Jones was like everything I wanted to be. And the scene where he takes the sword and he cuts her dress, but her hair's long enough, is why like I have to have long hair. I think about that scene all the time.
You might not remember this, but when we did the Ren Fair, which we'll do again this year in the summer, and I think it's in August when it comes up, the Renaissance Fair up north, Kenzie once was describing her outfit, and she said, I want the outfit that Catherine Zeta-Jones has, the Mask of Zorro, and then, Brian, you take a sword and cut my dress so it opens up. And she
No,
tried-
I was
the first time you guys
describing-
slept together.
Your Honor.
Blossoming sexual chemistry ensued from there.
That's not what happened.
That's what you
I
described.
was
That's what you
describing
wanted.
the outfits.
Yeah, and that's what you wanted.
Yeah, no,
She
I
wanted
wanted
it. Your Honor, she wanted it.
Your Honor, she was asking for
Yeah,
it.
totally.
Look at what she was wearing.
With that outfit, forget about it. So that's the 4 movies. Now, Case, do you want listeners to vote?
I do. And I know there's going to be a lot of texting because we've also got the Strokes Ticket Blitz Thursday coming up. That's a text to win contest. We'll give that keyword, but also, listeners, if you can handle 2 things at once.
Well, why don't you make a Facebook post on it, too?
Okay, I can do that, but I also want the text.
The texts are good, but a Facebook post to keep it like alive for a little while here longer. So the movies are Lord of the Rings, Moulin Rouge, Mask of Zorro, Devil Wears Prada. Those
Why are you laughing?
and Case has to watch one of those tomorrow because it's Kenzie's birthday, not Independence Day. So there you go.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 Ticket Butts Thursday has been launched, and control is the key word to text to 312-967-8300 for the band you heard right there, The Strokes at the United Center. Just a nearly sold out show, and you can be there for free with us. And I'm looking over some of the text threads here. So we announced the 4 movies that Kenzie would like Case to review for her birthday tomorrow. And they are Lord of the Rings, Moulin Rouge, Mask of Zorro, and Devil Wears Prada.
The big 4.
The Mount Rushmore of
Many
movies.
say.
Yeah, it's Kenzie's Mount Rushmore for movies. Now, we asked you to text in on this, and I know you're texting in right now, control to 312-967-8300. There's a huge amount of Cherville text for Lord of the Rings. I didn't know Cherville loved Lord of the Rings so much. I didn't know. Sometimes you can tell an area where people like certain movies. Lord of the Rings, not one of the biggest movies of all time. Maybe Cherville people just happen to want to get their voice heard.
They really connected to it.
So Maddie texted in, not in Cherville, but she says, can I cast my vote for Lord of the Rings? Not because I think it's a great movie. I hate it. Can't watch it sober. And I want Case to agree with me about Frodo so I can shove it in my friend's face. But that does count as a vote for Lord of the Rings.
It sounds like that counts as a vote for Lord of the Rings.
Still a vote for the Lord.
She can't watch it sober. It's a 3-hour movie.
Maybe Lord of the Rings will push me to have my first beer for the first time. I'm 27 years old, never had a drop of alcohol. Maybe Lord of the Rings will change me.
To maintain a buzz for 3 hours is impressive, Maddie.
Maybe I'll get into hard drugs. I don't know. I don't know what this movie's going to do to me. Because Amy checked in, 847, and she said, I feel like you have to mentally and emotionally prepare for Lord of the Rings. You can't just decide today that you're going to watch it tonight.
Interesting.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm getting into now because it feels like Lord of the Rings is the overwhelming favorite on the text line.
Yeah.
You're getting into a way of life because, well, listen, Jenny texted in and it was like, oh my God, when Aragorn opens those doors, if you know, you know, okay? Sexiest scene ever. But that's in the second Lord of the Rings, which actually is my favorite. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is my favorite, but you have to start with Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
You have to start with one.
You
You got to start with that, yeah. And you did not read these books in school, Case?
No.
Because
Well, mine weren't assigned in school. I just read them.
Well, when I went to school, way before you guys, because my retirement party was in '88. I got the gold watch and everything.
These were the only books printed.
It was this in the Bible.
We had to read the Lord of the Rings series and The Hobbit.
I gotta
all
be
four
honest,
books.
That's surprising.
I didn't know it was a book until somewhat recently. I had no idea because I mean, as a kid, I was reading Sports Illustrated and Spin magazine. I wasn't reading the Lord of the Rings books.
You don't think I was reading my Playboys in between the books of the Lord of the Rings?
Well, that's not what I said. I said Sports Illustrated and Spin. You said Playboy.
I'm telling you what I was reading. Smoking a cigarette there at my retirement party in the car. But like to Kenzie's point, like I love these movies and I love the books. And
I talked to somebody that works here yesterday that said she loves Lord of the Rings, and I couldn't believe that because I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I love it.
I
It's
don't
like a
think
way of
anything of
life.
that. I had no idea people like these movies that much.
And we did give 4 choices, but I think right now we can call it. I think we can call it because there's nearly, and I'm not joking, there's nearly 1,000 texts for Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings Hive came out this morning.
I don't even see other votes for any other, and no offense, Kenzie, I see a couple Devil Wears Prada. I see.
There's a decent amount for Moulin Rouge. That's runner-up.
They said Moulin Rouge might make me blush, and I don't know what that means.
It's a sexy movie.
Oh, I should have done a sexy movie.
Nobody
told me
It was on the list. I texted you the list.
Nobody told me it was a sexy movie.
Yeah,
What do you think Moulin Rouge is?
I don't know. I don't speak that language.
The Moulin Rouge?
I don't know what that is.
Well, what does it mean, Kenzie? Explain it to him.
What is the
Well,
Moulin
like that.
Rouge?
That's like a show, like in France. Like you don't know about it.
It's like
No.
a he doesn't know about a French burlesque
I
show.
don't know about a French burlesque show. I know about bands playing sub T. I don't know about French burlesque.
Shocking that Case doesn't know about a Paris
Oh my
show.
God, that's the thing I know the least about.
Yeah, it's but the problem is I poisoned him with it saying it's a musical movie.
That does not help. But sexy
You would actually
helps.
enjoy the music in that movie. You would.
I don't know.
He would.
I don't know.
Is it like The Clash?
No.
No, it's very cool renditions and stuff. You would like it. It's not like a traditional musical.
There have been a lot of votes, but I think we should just call it right now. It's Lord of the Rings. Tomorrow, for Case's movie review.
8 a.m.
Okay, but it has to be the extended cut.
The movie's 3 hours.
You have to do the extended cut. It's very important.
How long is the extended cut? Okay, still everybody get quiet at the same time. That's good.
We also started texting Lord of the Rings.
I don't know why it's taking you so long to look it up.
Extended edition. So the real one is 2 minutes under 3 hours. Not the real one, but the first one of it. How much longer? Are you ready for this? How much longer is the extended version of Lord of the Rings than not? It's 124 minutes longer.
No, it's not.
No,
That's
it's
5 hours.
Of the first, you're looking at maybe all of them or whatever. Like, which movie are you looking at?
Oh,
The last
it does
movie's over-
say the extended versions of the trilogy is 100.
Yes,
It was over
so
2 hours
stop.
of it. Yeah, but just divide that by 3.
I don't think they're all equal. The movies aren't all equal length.
It's still
'Cause,
gonna be-
Return of the King's 3 hours.
It's still got to be at least a half hour longer.
Oh my God. Okay, Kenzie, if I can find the extended edition, I will watch the
It's
extended
very
edition.
important to the fan base.
I'm not sure I care about the fan base.
You do when you're doing movie reviews. It's important.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Hammer Alley Podcast, an 80s flashback mockumentary.
Modestly speaking, in 1987, we knew Hammer Alley was better than Def Leppard, White Lion, Glass Tiger, John Cougar, and other artists named after Wildcats.
How did they go from top of the rock to rock bottom?
That band that won Battle of the Bands, Hammer Alley, is as current as a bowling alley. Have you been in one of those lately?
Hammer Alley.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Those Beck tickets gone. And Strokes, as it is Ticket Blitz Thursday. We'll give you that keyword again for this hour coming up in just about 5 minutes. So stay here for that. In the meantime, the gift that keeps on giving. Tiffany Henyard, winner of Piece of Garbage Madness 2025, and made a good run in 2026, a real good run before Data Centers won.
Gotta respect it. You know.
You cannot keep that woman down. I mean, FBI investigation for theft of the money, making close to $500,000 a year in Dalton and getting ousted as mayor. But this story from Ben Bradley, our friend from WGN, investigative reporter, goes through what's going on now as she's trying to run for office in Georgia. Now, the issue is, did she live there long enough to do that? Well, in the conversation, we find out she was possibly working up here while living down in Georgia. So here is a story from Ben Bradley.
Is it possible to hold elected office here in Illinois while living in Georgia? If your name is Tiffany Henyard, the answer is apparently yes.
What a great lead-in. A great lead-in there.
Best in the biz.
Asked and answered.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
So after the election, there was no mayor until
basically I was
May
a lame duck. Basically, I couldn't do anything.
But you were mayor, correct?
My title was mayor, yes.
Okay.
Every time.
So she's saying in that lame duck period she moved to Georgia, but she was still the mayor up here in Dalton.
So I'll have you play that again, but just to contextualize this a little bit more. So she's being interviewed by a counsel as to whether or not she is legally allowed to run for office in Georgia, because the last time we talked about Tiffany Henyard, it was that she had moved to Georgia and she was looking to run as a Republican, which changes her political party from what she was when she was running Dalton. But the rule there is, in order to run for office, you have to have been a citizen of Georgia for a year. So Tiffany Henyard lost the election in Dalton last February. The new mayor took over May 5th of last year. Mm-hmm. And there's this middle period. There's this 3-month middle period where nobody's really sure what Tiffany Henyard was doing. So she's the first person in history to be asked, were you the mayor at this time? And for Henyard to respond with, that was my job title.
If your name is Tiffany Henyard, the answer is apparently yes.
So after the election, there was no mayor until
basically I was a lame duck. Basically, I couldn't do anything.
But you were mayor, correct?
My title was mayor, yes.
My title was mayor. I was just down here in Georgia living it up in the ATL.
Atlanta, if you will.
Yeah. So she's trying to get in the office. And, again, she doesn't hesitate. That's the lesson for the kids out there. If you want to scam people, just if you believe it, it's true. And you also force through and don't.
I mean, God, she lets nothing stop her. It really is almost inspiring.
She changed parties, which should be your beliefs. You should stay with the party, I guess.
System. No.
But she knows there was too many Democrats down there, so she changed the Republican where there's no one else in
running
it.
unopposed.
She's running up unopposed.
So now she gets on the ballot.
Yeah, so this is...
She's a genius.
She really is, besides being a scammer and taking money from the poor. But hey,
genius.
Genius,
we don't
too.
like that she's a genius in that way. We wish she was a genius at being charitable, but she's
I didn't
not.
say it was great. I just said she is.
Morally bankrupt, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's keeping her down.
Not bankrupt every other way because she robbed everybody.
That's right. Here's more of the story.
Every time we think we've heard the last of the South Suburbs' former self-proclaimed super mayor, we turn out to be wrong. Henyard is now cleared to run for a spot on the Fulton County Board of Commissioners. That's the area in and around Atlanta. The local elections board held a hearing because there were questions about whether she met the one-year residency requirement. And that led to a hearing in which Henyard answered questions under oath. She told the board that she began living in Georgia on May 1st, 2025. But wait, she was still the Thornton Township supervisor and mayor of Dalton then.
2 jobs, by the way.
Two jobs.
Not just one
She
job.
got 2 jobs.
She got 2 going for a third.
Mm-hmm. 2 jobs and this is important to remember, 2 jobs in Illinois, serving the people of Illinois. And
well, obviously it was a remote position from Atlanta.
Remote position from
Obviously.
Atlanta. Tiffany and your big work from home proponent.
Yeah.
And I have a point to make here, but I want to hear more of the story first before I go in there because he may explain it here, Ben Bradley. But let's see what's going on here.
I lost the election in February, so I was no longer the mayor. Somebody else had won. And it's just a matter of.
But when was your last day and the new mayor sworn in?
Boy, I just picture how this woman. I didn't see the video. How that woman looks. The one questioning her. Mm-hmm. She looks like a ball buster. Yeah. But when I picture her smoking a cigarette while she's talking to Tiffany Henyard here.
Well, she's not smoking a cigarette in a government office, but to steal a phrase from yesteryear, I think some would maybe describe her as a little bit of a Karen. But that's what you need in order to combat Tiffany Henyard.
Damn right. I like this woman.
Is my question.
The new mayor got sworn in May 5th.
Okay, so were you mayor till May 4th?
I was no longer serving in that capacity.
She may have
almost got her there. Mm-hmm. She almost got her. kept going on and on and on. But she was not. She really was serving because she was still the mayor.
She was like, honestly, I never served, so I wasn't really doing it anyway.
Every Tiffany Henyard story is like legislative Scooby-Doo, where we almost get away with, like, we almost catch her, and then she finds another way to get away with it.
She's good. She's good.
Serving in that capacity.
She may have no longer been serving, but she was still collecting a paycheck. If we take...
Oh, my God. What a dream.
I know, that's exactly what I want. That's what I mean. She inspires me.
Double dipping.
She was still collecting a paycheck. If we take her at her word, she made $12,000 from Dalton taxpayers after she stopped working as mayor. Another $8,600 from the township after she moved to Georgia. That's roughly $20,000. Henyard has switched parties from her days here in Chicago's suburbs. She's now raising money and running unopposed in the Republican primary for county commission. But she'll face a much better-known Democrat in a heavily Democratic district in the general election in November.
Yeah, so odds are good that she won't win because it sounds like that Democrat down there has got it going. But she is the...
I have a feeling a boat's going to explode with all the candidates on it.
They're all dead. They're dead.
Yeah, so me?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
My name is Megan Klingenberg. I was a professional soccer player for over 10 years, and like most players, I gotta be honest, I have some baggage when it comes to referees. I wanted to know, who are these refs? What kind of person gives up their weekend to call fouls and hand out cards? Why do they do it? So this time on the U.S. Soccer Podcast, I'm going to referee camp. The U.S. Soccer Podcast presented by Henkel. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Listen, it is not too late to stop this. Do not do this. Leave it alone. Don't touch it. It's damn near perfect. It's beautiful as it is. Stop trying to fix what ain't broke. And stop telling me that the tournament isn't the tournament unless the 15th place team in the SEC gets in. Stop jerking with the best event in all of sports, you pigs.
The Jim Rome Show podcast.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.